holler harder, feeling low. A heavy weight would never show. You fix your tight, clear your throat. Wrapped inside a heavy coat. We keep the focus sharp and cold. Quite a story never told. You look away, avoiding sight. Just an outline in the night, hiding in the opaque layer. A beautiful detached player. Perfectly cut, perfectly lined, leaving every trace behind, yeah. Fading in the opaque layer. The shadow falls, a moment dies. A freezing look behind the eye. The part just stiff, the tension real. A polished look that cannot fail. We need the focus up and cold. Quite a story never told. You look away, avoid his sight. Just an outlet in the night. Unbutton the heavy disguise. Look directly in the eyes. Tear the fabric, let it breathe. Show the skin that lies beneath. Hiding in the opaque layer. A beautiful detached player. Perfectly cut, perfectly lined, leaving every trace behind, yeah. Fading in an opaque layer. Looking down at the perfect shine, a flawless surface and edge so fine. You pull me close with a liquid grace, leaving a chill that I can't replace. I hold my breath beneath the tide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The picture bends, the angles twist. Lost in a heavy morning mist. We're sinking down in this glass water. It's getting deep, it's getting harder to see the truth beneath the light. Looking up from the other side, yeah. Drowning in this glass water. The temperature shifts as I reach for you. A beautiful shape that I'm falling through. It shatters apart with a gentle touch. Wanted it all, but I took too much. I hold my breath beneath the tide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The picture bends, the angles twist. Lost in a heavy morning mist. Break the tension, let the surface crack. There's not a chance of turning back. Washing away the things we said, sinking into this heavy bed. We're sinking down in this glass water. It's getting deep, it's getting harder that's what.
The wick is gone and they're the light. We're losing shape in the middle of the night. You press your hands right against my skin. Quiet trap that I'm caught within. I watch the edges starting to blur, forgetting exactly the things that we were. You pull me under, deep and blind, leaving the waking world beyond. We're dripping down like melting wine, melting wine, melting wine, slipping right through the fragile crack, fragile right through fragile crack, losing our form in a heavy air, falling apart but we do not care. Yeah, we're fading in a melting wine. I've been safe in a touch of water. We're hiding things that nobody knows. Sudden chill cuts across the room. We're sinking deep in a quiet gloom. I watch the edges starting to blur, forgetting exactly the things that we were. You pull me under, deep in line, leaving the waking world alive. Heart in the shape, let it freeze in place. Sudden drop in the empty space. Just a memory of the flame, a whisper calling out my name. We're dripping down like melting wax, melting wax, melting wax, slipping right through the fragile crack, fragile, fragile crack, losing our form in a heavy air, falling apart but we do not care. Yeah, we're fading in a melting
The scissors glide across the grain, removing every trace of pain. You pin the edges, make it tight. A silhouette against the night. We hold the breath, we hold the pose. A heavy secret no one knows. The texture shifts, the angles bend. A perfect line without an end. We're falling down the bias cut. A tailor trap that's pulling shut. Dripping heavy, hanging low. Nowhere else for us to go. Yeah, slipping through the bias cut. Yeah, yeah, yeah. pristine, look away, nothing left to keep it whole. A quiet tear across the soul. We're falling down the bias cut. A tailor trap that's pulling shut. Draping heavy, hanging low, nowhere else for us to go. Yeah, slipping through the bias cut.
The scissors leave a jagged line, a beautiful and harsh design. You pull the thread, you watch it tear, leaving all the edges bare. We stand beneath the heavy glare, a chilling tension in the air. The surface rough, the feeling numb, waiting for the end to come. We're tearing at the raw end, a flawless act, a quiet gem, unraveling right at the seam, waking from a heavy dream, yeah, fraying at the raw end. Woven fabric starts to split, very loose and any fit. I feel it draft upon my skin, a quiet against what we begin. Stand beneath the heavy glare, chilling tension in the air. The surface rough, the feeling numb, waiting for the end to come. Pull it apart, let it shred, drop the heavy things we said. No more tailoring the truth, jagged in a rough pursuit, tearing at the raw hem, a flawless act, a quiet gem, unraveling right at the seam, waking from a heavy dream, yeah, fraying at the raw hem.
Fabric falls against the skin, a perfect line where we begin. You pin it down, you pull it tight, a flawless shape inside the night. We pose inside the heavy glare, a sudden chill upon me cry. Not a single seam is out of place, but I can read the expression on your face. We're wrapped inside the sheer drape, beautiful and cold escape, holding on a single thread, tying up the thing twisted. Yeah, we're tearing at the sheer drape. The angles shift, the shadows fall, A heavy quiet covers all. Tailored to a sharp design, but nothing here is truly mine. We pose and sent a heavy glare, a sudden chill upon the air, and a single theme is out of place where I can't really express. And I'm no phase with the stage, let it undo the layers falling down from you. Stripped away, the surface breaks. A quiet breath is all it takes. We're wrapped inside the shit tree. The beautiful and cold escape. Holding on a single thread, tying up the things we say. Yeah, we're tearing at the shit tree. Tracing figures on the frosted glass, watching moments turning into past. Your touch is lingering upon my skin, but I don't know where you begin. It's too smooth to be real, this feeling. I'm staring at the blank white ceiling. We're gliding on a thin facade, a fragile mask, a graceful fraud. Wrapped inside this cold, I'm feeling still pure and heavy like spilled white milk, shining bright under the fading light, but shivering throughout the night. Yeah, we're covered in cold silk. I slide my hand across the empty space, can't find a wrinkle or a trace of where the passion used to flare. Just surface tension, it's too be real, this feeling. I'm staring at the blank white ceiling. We're gliding on a thin facade, a fragile mask, a graceful fraud. Tear the fabric, let it shred and rip. I need a grip before I slip. No more comfort in the perfect line. Inside this cold, I'm feeling still pure and heavy like spilled white milk, shining bright under the fading light, but shivering throughout the night. Yeah, we're covered in cold silk.
Trace your outline without a sound. You hold me close but the distance grows. A hidden current underneath that flows. We slide across the edge tonight, losing the warmth, giving up the fight. Slip away right through my hand, like pouring water into the sand. Caught in the silent friction, a beautiful and dark affliction. We strike a match to watch it die. Smoke rising up to cloudy eye. Yeah, we're burning in the friction. The heat is rising, but I'm shivering cold. A quiet story that is never told. Oh, oh. You leave a breath upon my skin, a losing game that I cannot win. We slide across the edge of night, losing the warmth, giving up the fight. You slip away right through my hand, like pouring water into the sand. Rub the pieces, let them sparkle, a sudden flashing, sudden dark. There's nothing left to hold us here, watching the edges disappear. Caught in the silent friction, a beautiful and dark affliction. We strike a match to watch it die. Smoke rising up to cloudy eye. Yeah, we're burning in the friction.
The air is thick, pulling me deep, slipping past the secrets we keep. Eyes out loud in your hands, sinking down like heavy sand. It's wrapping around me, taking control. A quiet shiver, touching the soul. You move closer, blocking the light, fading into the heavy night. Caught in liquid shadow, sinking deep where the feelings go, dripping down without a sound, pulling us deep into the ground. Yeah, we're drowning in the shadow. Oh, the temperature shifts, burning the skin. A quiet trap that we're caught within. I feel the tension starting to rise, watching the heat behind your disguise, wrapping around me, taking control. A quiet shiver, touching the soul. You move closer, blocking the light, fade into the heavy night. Wash away the heavy trace, let it melt in the empty space, pulling me closer, holding me tight, disappearing into a night. upon the glass, waiting for the storm to pass. You hold your breath, I hold mine, walking on a fragile line. The weight is heavy, pushing us down. A quiet ache without a sound. We stretch it thin, pulling it tight, fading away into the night. We're caught in the surface tension, a quiet and dark intention, holding together, waiting to break. Wondering how much more we can take. Yeah, shivering in the tension. The air is humid, thick and warm, waiting for the quietation. You leave a touch upon my face, a feeling that I can't erase. The weight is heavy, pushing us down. A quiet ache without a sound. We stretch it thin, pulling it tight, fading away into the night. Let it shatter, let it fall. There is nothing left to call. Washing away the bitter taste, nothing more for us to waste. We're caught in the surface tension, a quiet and dark intention, holding together, waiting to break. Wondering how much more we can take. Yeah, shivering in the tension. Headlights bleeding through the tinted glass, watching the city blur as we drive past. You're sitting close, but you feel so far away. A million words that we're too afraid to say. Colors melting in the midnight rain. Is it pleasure or a beautiful pain? I'm reaching out to touch your silhouette, but it's a feeling that I can't hold yet. We're just a neon mirage in the dark, glowing bright, but we're losing spark, chasing illusions down an empty street. A perfect picture that is incomplete. Yeah, fading out like a neon mirage. The radio plays a slow, familiar tune under the glow of a heavy silver moon. I read your text, but the screen is just a ghost. It's the silence between us that scares me the most. Colors melting in the midnight rain. Is it pleasure or a beautiful pain? I'm reaching out to touch your silhouette, but it's a feeling that I can't hold yet. Shatter the glass, let the illusion fall. I need to know if you're here after all. Pull me from the edge of this vivid dream. Nothing's exactly the way it seems. We're just a neon mirage in the dark, glowing bright, but we're losing the spark, chasing illusions down an empty street. A perfect picture that is incomplete. Yeah, fading out like a neon. Feet heavy, breathing in the smoke. Words we swallow before we even spoke. You walk away, but your shadow leaves a mark. A quiet fire burning through the dark. I trace the lines, the shape of what we were. A perfect picture turned into a blur. You keep your distance, acting like you're free, but every glance is tying you to me. We're swimming deep inside this liquid smoke, a fragile promise that we never broke. You pull me closer just to let me fall. A silent whisper answering the call. Yeah, we're drowning in this liquid smoke. The midnight chill is creeping in the room. A heavy silence cutting through the gloom. Your subtle touch is slipping from my hand. We're falling through like hourglass, and I trace the lines, the shape of what we were. A perfect picture turned into a blur. You keep your distance, acting like you're free, but every glance is tying you to me. Break the surface, let me breathe again, washing away the traces of the pain. We play this game of hide and seek too well, trapped inside a measurements and spell. We're swimming deep inside this liquid smoke, smoke, smoke. A fragile promise that we never broke. You pull me closer just to let me fall. A silent whisper answering the call. Yeah, we're drowning in this liquid smoke.
The city's cold, but the sheets are colder now. Tracing shadows on the ceiling, wondering how we let the silence grow until it turned to noise. Just a ghost of us, a hollow, broken voice. I'm reaching through the haze of blue, searching for a spark of something true, but the signals we can fade in out, lost inside the sea of doubt. Caught in the midnight static, hearing your name. Everything's cinematic, but it's not the same. Vibrations in the air, but nobody's there. Just the frequency of a love that's stripped and bare. We're just static in the dark. check my phone, but the screen is empty space. I can't find a single digital trace of your face. The bass is thumping somewhere down the street, while I'm drowning in a rhythm that's incomplete. I'm reaching through the haze of blue, searching for a spark of something true, but the signals we can fade out, lost inside the sea of static, hearing your name. Everything's cinematic, but it's not the same. Vibrations in the air, but nobody's there. Just the frequency of a love that's stripped and bare. Yeah, we're just static in the dark. In the dark, parted in the dark. I breathe you in, but my lungs are tight. A heavy fog swallowing the sight. You leave a trace on the frosted glass. I watch the shadows slowly pass. It's getting hard to find the ground. We sink below without a word or sound. You pull me into the deeper haze, lost in the middle of the maze. Swept away in a heavy fall, caught inside this quiet dialogue. Slipping grip that I cannot hold, standing alone in the bitter cold. Yeah, we're fading in the fog. Oh, we're fading in the fog. The moisture gathers on the window pane, washing away like a gentle rain. I reach my hand to pull you near, but it's just a mist that I'm holding here. It's getting hard to find the ground. We sink below without a word or sound. You pull me into a deeper haze, lost in the middle of the maze. Clear the air, let the morning come. The heavy doors are tightly shut. I'm walking blind without a guide, with nothing left to try and hide. Swept away in a heavy fog, caught inside this quiet